Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, examiners. My name is Dahliani Nst-1610731014-Komprehensif from English Department 2016. In this opportunity, I would like to say thank you for watching my video presentation. And I will answer the question that offered to me in the seminar hasil. Let's start with the title. I have revised the title with the specific of the participant. And the next we are going to the acknowledgement. I have added the examiner's name on there, and the next we are going to the dedication. I have revised the number 4, and the next we are going to the chapter 1. There are 3 points that I have claimed in the chapter 1. The first is sound and the language proposed by Fromkin, and the second the difficult to pronounce English language because of English writing system proposed by Jem, and the last the influence of the first language in acquiring the target language or foreign language proposed by Kim. And the example that I put in the chapter 1 I get from the data and the daily activity. And the next we are going to talk about the research question. I have revised the first research question by the specific participant. And the next we are going to the limitation of this research. This research focus on the interlanguage phonology, especially the speech perception. And this research observed the speech perception of English fricative by English Department 2016. And the next we are going to the method of study. The participant in this research is English Department 2016. They had different mother tongues such as Indonesian and Minangkabau. The phonological system of the two languages is the same aspect of the accent, the fricative consonant, especially the palatal and interdental. And the total number of the participants is 20 students. It's get from the Tuchman formula, and they divided into 15 females and 5 males. And the next, in collecting the data, there's a question: have you tried it out? And yes, I have tried out. The first thing that I did is to observe the participant to know there's some characteristic that relate to this topic, such as they have learned the English pronunciation, then also they have learned the phonology, and as the instrument I use the tape record to collect the data. And the next we are going to chapter 2. I have added an article proposed by Natalie, Stephanie, and Alice, entitled with Speech Perception Skill of Children with and without speech sound disorder. And the next question relates to the what is something new and the difference between my thesis and the other, and what I'm trying to solve. This research try to find the error in production from different view. I use the speech perception, and the thing that I'm trying to solve is the error from the speech perception view, because the perception can influence our production. And the next we are going to the chapter 3. I have revised the punctuation in the chapter 3, especially for the comma. And the next, in the chapter 3, I apply some theories such as the contrastive analysis hypothesis, Martin's theory, error analysis, similarity, dissimilarity, and interlanguage phonology. For instance, that the data that I do not explain in the chapter 3, especially the interdental, such as the that, there, and them. The theory that relate to this fact is the Martin's theory. The Martinez theory means that the phoneme only pronounced in the target language. So, for instance, the them it is the phoneme of the only pronounced in the target language, only pronounced in English language, do not in the Minangkabau or Indonesian. And the other theory similarity that make the participant perceive the sound correctly. For the similarity means the phoneme found in the two languages. For example, the phoneme f and z and also s for the words file, feel, sun, or zoo. And the next to validate my analysis, I use the credibility such as member check. I ask the participant about their mother tongue, and I get that fricative consonant, especially for the palatal and interdental, do not exist in their mother tongue. So this relates to my topic. And the next, as the conclusion should be evidence and also by argument. For the evidence, the participant perceive the phoneme f and s correctly, and as the argument, this phoneme is found in their mother tongue, so the way they pronounce it the same the way pronounce the target language. On the other hand, the rest of the consonant fricative do not found in their mother tongue, so they tend to incorrect to pronounce it. And the next, about the format, I have revised the format. For instance, the space between the chapter and the subtitle is 1.5, and the space between the subtitle and the first sentence 2. And I have revised the quotation. I use the IPA such as the bracket, writer, comma, years, comma, page number, and bracket and point. I think that's all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.